Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Ghost in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the best lethal killstreak setup in the entire game. When I play Call of Duty, because I'm the in-depth guy, I'm almost always doing guns that I'm not familiar with. I'm testing something out, a weird perk, a weird setup. I'm trying to get specific gameplay. However, sometimes I just feel like winning. Sometimes I just feel like destroying people and controlling the map and playing really well and showing all of my friends that I actually do know how to play this game when I'm not using quirky guns. And when I do, this is the setup that I use. I'm going to go over the setup. I'm going to tell you what it is, how it works, why it works, and I'm going to use this gameplay as a tutorial. Unlike normal in-depth episodes, I'm actually going to be commentating over the gameplay. I'm going to call in my guard dog over there by the door just in case somebody was coming around the corner. The dog would have immediately jumped them or at least targeted them and I would have known they were around the corner. But yes, doing live commentary with the gameplay. And what I believe to be the best killstreak setup in the entire game, with hardline, mind you, hardline is crucial for this to work at its optimal efficiency, is the guard dog, then the Trinity rocket, and the Gryphon. And again, I'm going to throw the text on the screen one more time to make very clear that this works best with hardline, and I really highly recommend hardline because it sets your killstreak goal lower, and it also rewards you for getting assist, which is very, very important. If those Trinity rockets miss a little bit, or if you shoot somebody and they run around the corner and the teammate kills them, you'll still move on towards your kill streaks. I would also recommend using a weapon that has a silencer and several crutch perks. Whatever your crutch perks are, those are the ones you should use, the ones, the reliable, the true, the trusty, the handy. I always go with ready up, quick draw, and focus. Ready up and quick draw so that I can react very, very quickly after sprinting and kill people. Focus helps me win more gunfights than really anything else because I don't get any flinch and I get less idle sway at long ranges. The silencer is somewhat of a penalty as it lowers my damage, but it keeps me off the radar, which is one of the most important things while I'm trying to capture a flag in their spawn or in team deathmatch when I'm running around and they're spawning around me like crazy. That's the what of the setup. That's how you should start out. Now I'm going to move into the section where I tell you how you should play and how to make this work and a little bit more on why it works. So the first thing you should do is play very, very aggressive in the beginning of the game. If you're playing an objective game mode, go straight for the objective. Get the first blitz score, capture the first flag, plant the bomb, do something where you can get an easy point and they can't really contest you too much. After that, you play very, very aggressively. Go out there, get kills, rush their spawn, knife people, throw grenades, really go for it because you only have to get to 4 kills to get to your guard dog, and the guard dog and the Trinity rocket, the early, if you're running hardline, you only need 6 for the Trinity rocket. You don't have to get that high of a kill streak going on for this to start to work. So once you get your dog, you want to start playing more conservatively and hold back, and it shouldn't take too long for the enemy to make a mistake and for you to be able to get the Trinity rocket. Now I'm not telling you to go camp in a corner like a little girl, but you can play, you know, conservatively. You can be like a little Ron Paul, a little George Bush, a little Republican here, and just play very conservatively. The Trinity rocket, once you get to that point, once they've made 1 or 2 mistakes and they've come to get you, is a guaranteed 1 to 2 kills. Either you'll shoot them or the guard dog will jump them on the entrance that the guard dog should be watching. It's not very difficult to do. Sometimes you'll get 3 and you go straight to Gryphon. Usually you got to pick up 1 more, and once you get to the Gryphon, you're set. The Gryphon is an excellent kill streak. Basically, the goal here is to get to Trinity rocket, and the guard dog's not even supposed to help you get really many kills. It's just supposed to keep you safe until you get to the rocket. The Gryphon is probably my favorite assault streak for several reasons. Number 1, it's a very small target to hit. You can move it around indoors, outdoors, in tunnels. You can take it anywhere you want it. Because it's a small target, it's also very difficult to shoot, and there's something funny with the hitboxes where they are somewhat difficult to shoot down, so the enemy won't be able to shoot you down very easily, especially if you hover and you shoot your missiles at them. Speaking of missiles, it's a very powerful kill streak. You just saw me mop up pretty well and control the map there. If they weren't hiding in the buildings, or if this were a map like, say, Stonehaven, it just would have been an absolute turkey shoot. It shoots insta-give missiles that go in a straight line all the way across the map. Yeah, here's my second Gryphon again. It's a relatively low reward streak for how strong it is. It's only 10 kills or 9 with hardline, so that's kind of the goal, is to get to the Gryphon very fast, and it doesn't take that long to get there. You can do some very serious work with this weapon. After you've gotten your first Gryphon, if you're feeling squirrely, if you're feeling aggressive, and your dog's still alive, you can go out and go back to playing aggressive again. You can go and play really, really hard and try to get up to another Trinity rocket so that you can get another Gryphon. Now, once you've got your second Trinity rocket, that's when I would recommend to go hide in a corner, camp somewhere where your dog can protect you. Use your first Gryphon like I just did, and as soon as it's expired, when the enemy team goes, ah, thank goodness, it's safe to come out, nope, second Gryphon, just keep on pounding them, keep on pounding them, and as you saw, my dog right there just protected my back. This is a very good strategy. When I want to play hard, when I want to show people that, yeah, I'm good at Call of Duty Ghost, that I know what I'm doing. This guy's, he respawned there. He outsmarted me and got the dog. This is what I do. This is what I do to boost my kill-death ratio. This is what I do when I want to play well. And on any class where I'm not running support, I'm running this all the time. And there are ways to do this and help your team too. If you're playing Team Slayer and you're doing this good, you're doing your job. You don't have to worry about it. If you're playing an objective game, you need to play what I would call an objective Slayer, or play the role of the Slayer on your team. Most any objective game, especially in Call of Duty with 6 people, now the Pro Circuit's very different with 4, but with 6, you can afford to have one person whose job it is to just kill everybody. He doesn't worry about the objectives too much. If anything, the Slayer on your team is going to use the objectives as bait. You have B flag, that's great. He's going to sit on B flag and camp it, or as we'll say in a kinder manner, he will patrol it, or she will patrol it, and lock it down and mop up some easy kills. Then you can use your kill streaks to help your teammates capture other objectives. When I call in Gryphons, when I call in Trinity rockets and, very high kill streaks, it makes it very easy for my team to move in and take over the objectives. But this is what I would recommend. The important things are, remember, hardline. Play really hard until you get your dog. Once you get your dog, scale it back a little bit. Play smart. Let the dog protect you. Once you get your Trinity rocket, you're just about golden. The Trinity will almost always get you to the Gryphon or close. Then use the Gryphon to pound people, because that is the most dangerous streak for the least amount of points. And this is what you can do to really boost up your kill-to-kill-death ratio in Call of Duty Ghost. I'm going to go ahead and edit the game at this point and just skip straight to the end and show you all of my streaks and how it panned out and everything. And I had an awesome score at the end of this game, or at least I would say it's awesome by my standards. I call 58 and 20 with 10 captures a very good game. You might have different standards. That might not be good for you, but that's very good for me, and that's a pretty average kind of game when I play with this method. Well guys, that's all for this episode of In Depth. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. You can check out the previous episode on Michael Myers if you click the box on the left. The next episode is going to be on bomb defusing myths, and that's all for today. Drifter out.